The 89th legislative session is in full swing. Thousands of bills have already been filed by legislators. Accordingly, the debate on details on bills can get overlooked, even on critical legislation. That's why we've asked legislators to come down to TPPF to discuss their bills, to ensure you are on top of the most important issues making their way through the Texas Capitol. This is The Layout. I'm Jose Melendez, Campaign Director of TPPF's Taxpayer Protection Project. Today we are discussing House Bill 470 with Representative Carl Tepper from House District 84. Representative Tepper, welcome to The Layout.
Great, thanks for having me.
So House Bill 470 seeks to expand the Capitol complex boundaries and provide for public safety. Tell us about what sparked the need for this bill.
Yeah, look, it's been obvious that we have a problem with the city of Austin. The city of Austin refuses to comply and enforce its own laws according to public decency laws, homelessness, people sleeping on the street, and other unmentionable things for television. So what we're looking to do, since Congress Avenue is essentially the front door of the state of Texas, I think it's time that we have the Capitol complex, which is very well managed by the Preservation Board, by the DPS. We'd like to see basic human decency and laws being enforced by the DPS from the Congress Avenue all the way down to Cesar Chavez.
So take us a little bit through the bill and kind of give us a walkthrough of how this would work.
Well, what would happen is from the alleyway east of Congress Avenue to the alleyway west of Congress Avenue, I think the next street is Colorado, would become part of the Capitol complex, including the streetscapes, enforcement of the basic laws, and law enforcement.
How would you say the lives of our Texans, how are they going to be impacted by the passage of this bill?
Well, I think they're going to have a much better looking Congress Avenue, which again is the front door of the state. And I think they're going to, for tourists, for the lawmakers, for the people that work at the Capitol complex, for all the law firms and other firms, accounting firms that are housed in the high rises up and down Congress Avenue. This will just be one more piece of security and peace of mind and cleanliness for their day at work and for the look of the state of Texas.
So some people would say that this measure takes away local control. Well, how would you respond to those folks?
Well, yes. If local control is horrible, I think we need to step in and do something that's got some common sense. The city of Austin is famous for abusing local control. I lived here for 12 years. I understand how hard it is to live in the city of Austin. Beautiful town in some ways, fun town in some ways. In a lot of ways, they've ruined it by lack of basic legal statutes, lack of enforcement, lack of safety for the citizens to use these incredible parks. The city of Austin probably has some of the finest public parks of any city in Texas, but you can't use them because you've got crack dens everywhere. You've got homeless people everywhere. So I think it's high time we at least take back Congress Avenue for the citizens of the state of Texas because it is the capital of Texas. And we may have to look down the line at curbing or encouraging Austin to start enforcing basic, laws, common decency, and for the safety of its citizens.
So as you mentioned, there's a lot of businesses up and down Congress and, folks who come from all over the state to visit their state capital. What kind of feedback have you received since filing this bill?
We've gotten some positive feedback. We've gotten some calls from old citizens and leaders of the city of Austin praising this bill. I knew them when I lived here back when. I think they were surprised to see I was back. They didn't realize I was a legislator. So it was fun getting calls from people, very distinguished people from the city of Austin. Some people who are actually well known in the city of Austin, actually throughout the state and the country, calling our office, encouraging us on this bill.
Representative Tepper, thank you so much for joining The Layout.
Great. Thanks for having me.